Welcome to Study Loop.
So this is problem 24.71. In this problem, we have two polarizers, okay? And these two polarizers, the optical axes of these two polarizers are oriented at an angle which is alpha equal to 48 degrees, okay? And then we have an incoming polarized light at an angle theta that actually we don't know, okay? So we don't know theta. Okay, and we observed that actually after the light goes through both of the polarizers, the final intensity, so I2, is 35% of the initial intensity. So it's 0.35 from I0. Okay, and the question is then asking what should be theta, the initial angle between the polarized light, the direction of the polarization of the polarized light, and the optical axis of the first polarizer. So we know that I1, which is the intensity of the light coming after the first polarizer, it will be I naught cosine the angle between them squared, okay, and the angle of theta, which is actually what we are solving for. Now, when the light comes out from the first polarizer, it will be the polarization of this light will be actually in the same direction as the optical axis here, okay? So it will be at a 48 degrees angle from the optical axis of the second polarizer. So I2 will be just I1, okay, times cosine square of 48 degrees. But we know that I1 is I naught cosine square theta, so this is equal to I naught cosine square theta cosine square 48. Okay, and because we know I2 is actually 0.35, sorry, 0.35 I naught, so we can actually go back and substitute here in this equation. So 0.35 I naught is equal to I naught cosine square theta cosine square 48. So I naught will cancel I naught, and then cosine square theta will be 0.35 over cosine square 48. So cosine theta will be the square root of this, and theta will be cosine inverse of this. So we can actually, theta would be the R cosine inverse of, can go back here, 0.35 over cosine square 48 under the square root. So cosine inverse of square root 0.35 over cosine square 48 degrees, which will give us 28 degrees. So the initial angle between the polarized light here, the direction of the polarization of the polarized light and the optical axis of the first polarizer was 28 degrees.